we're going to make a very simple roast today. This is a giant center cut of pork loin, or you could use a beautiful leg of lamb or shoulder of lamb. Shoulder of lamb's maybe a little more affordable. And all we do is make this crazy slather. I'm going to walk you through the ingredients. They're right here. But you have to do this a day before. And I just took this out of the fridge about an hour ago to bring it back to room temperature. And I stabbed it all over with little slits into the meat all over the roast, okay? And this slather sits on top uncovered for at least one day. So this has been in the fridge overnight in the lowest part of your refrigerator, please, for food safety. And we leave that uncovered. So salt, pepper, oil and vinegar, and all of the ingredients I've assembled here for you guys. I softened up some pitted prune. I coarsely chopped a red onion, a small red onion. This one's a little larger than the one I actually used. And we're going to cook down the demi-glace with a little wine and put that into the pan. That comes in a bit. But the slather has allspice, cinnamon, or I use smoked cinnamon, cumin and coriander, salt and pepper. All of that goes together in this paste, okay? So you have an agrodolce, a sweet and sour effect all over whichever protein you're cooking, okay? The next step is this. We take 2 onions and about 18, 20 figs. That's what I have in this pan. A little bit of thyme and a little more salt and pepper, okay? Now I'm gonna take this crazy concoction. This is demi-glace, red wine, and stock. This is our juice, and I put in some fresh bay. So now we're gonna add, I warmed this to melt the demi-glace, 1.5 ounces of demi-glace, little gelatin tabs. It's like bouillon, okay? And we throw that into the pan. Then we take the roast itself. Come on over here, buddy. And we drop him into that. And now we're going to cook at 400 for 45 minutes. Cover it and cook it at 300 for 3 hours. No joke. It's low and slow. It's beautiful. We'll let that stand for a few minutes. But this looks pretty nice so far. To finish the meat, when we drop it into that beautiful mess of figs and onions, we're gonna put gremolata on top of it. We're gonna put fresh herbs and zest on top of it. So this is a combination of parsley, dill, and chives, and a little mint. And we're chopping it together with toasted pistachio and the zest, about a tablespoon or a tablespoon and a half each of orange zest and lemon zest. And this is going to be the gremolata that we serve all over the meat. Here's the pork. You can make this with pork or lamb. Took the pork out. I let it rest a few minutes on a cutting board. Then I sliced it and put it back with all of the figs and roasted onions. That's where we're at here. So now we're going to take some gremolata and throw it all over our figs and pork mixture. Not all over, actually. I like to put it on half. So when you're serving, you can navigate how much or little of it you want. And you can still see all of those beautiful pan juices and the plumped up figs in the sauce.